The camera opens on trembling grass, bent by the heavy wind of the open savanna. A low rumble spreads through the earth as enormous shapes move beyond the horizon. Giant prehistoric birds, each towering higher than a man, their massive nests resting like fortresses on the plains. But the story is not about these birds. It is about a fragile tribe of Australopithecus, tiny compared to the beasts whose survival depends not on strength or speed, but on daring. What if survival meant stealing life from those colossal nests? What if humans existed because they scavenged the eggs of giants? The tribe is already in motion. Lean bodies slip through tall grass, eyes, sharp breath, shallow. In the distance, a female climbs a twisted acacia tree, scanning for the guardians of the nest. Below, two males crouch with crude stone tools, sharpened edges glinting as they prepare for a desperate raid. The nest is there, enormous, built from branches thicker than their arms, a mound that could feed the entire tribe for days. Inside the treasure gleams pale shells the size of a child's torso. Life and death, bound in fragile calcium. The leader signals with a flick of his hand. They surge forward, every step measured, every heartbeat echoing with danger. A female stays behind, carrying water in broad leaves tied with grass. Her role clear. If something goes wrong, she must ensure the young ones hidden in a nearby gully can survive another day. The scavenging is not only about food, it is about lineage, about blood carried forward. But the giant birds are not blind. One sentinel shifts its head eyes, burning like molten stone. The air thickens with tension as a deep call rolls out across the plains, vibrating through the bones of the raiders. The tribe freezes. Muscles twitch. They know the cost of failure, yet hunger pushes harder than fear. The boldest of them rushes forward, hacking at the woven branches, tearing at the nest wall with a stone axe. The shell glistens in the light, warm with the life inside. He lifts it, straining under the weight. Triumph pulses through his body. The victory lasts a heartbeat. A shadow sweeps across the ground. The mother bird descends, wings like sails blotting out the sky. Dust explodes as talons crash into the earth, gouging the soil. The raiders scatter hearts hammering. One drops his stone axe, another falls scrambling to rise. The female in the tree cries out wordlessly, hurling a branch to distract the predator. The leader grips the massive egg tighter, stumbling backward toward the gully. But the beast's beak strikes missing by a hair-splintering wood, where his skull might have been. Survival becomes chaos. A second bird erupts from the grassland, its call merging with the first, creating a deafening storm of sound. The tribe must choose, abandon the prize and flee, or risk extinction for one fragile chance at sustenance. Hunger claws at their bellies, but the shadow of death presses closer. The egg is heavy, nearly impossible for one to carry alone. Yet the leader does not release it. His arms, strain veins rising like ropes beneath his skin, every muscle screaming in defiance. Around him, the tribe reacts like a living wave. One male snatches up the abandoned axe and slams it against a fallen branch, splintering it into sharp shards. Another drags a pile of thorny brush across the ground, creating a crude barrier between the hunters and the bird. The air tastes of panic, but also of instinct, the raw rhythm of survival etched deep into their blood. The mother bird lunges again, her talons raking the earth, scattering dust and rock into the sky. The leader stumbles, nearly losing his grip, but a female rushes to his side, steadying the egg with both arms. Together, they stagger toward the gully where the others wait. Behind them, the tribe forms a desperate line, hurling stones, brandishing sticks, and screaming, without words, pure sound, primal thunder to confuse and delay the predator. For a moment, it works. The bird hesitates, its keen eyes flickering from egg to attackers, uncertain which to strike first. But survival is never simple. From the horizon, another danger rises. A rival band of Australopithecus emerges from the tall grass, drawn by the same scent of opportunity. Their bodies are leaner, hungrier eyes glittering with a desperate fire. They see the egg, the chaos, the chance for survival at another's expense. Without hesitation, they rush forward, stone clubs, swinging voices, erupting in guttural cries. What began as a battle between man and beast now becomes war between kin. The two forces collide beneath the shadow of wings. Clubs strike against bone fists, smash into flesh. The giant bird, caught between threats, slashes out wildly, tearing into both tribes alike. Blood sprays across the dust, and still the egg is carried, stumbling inch by inch closer to safety. The leader roars silently through his open mouth, teeth bared in defiance, while his allies shield him with their bodies. One falls talon through his chest. Another is hurled aside by a rival's blow. The ground becomes a maelstrom of dust feathers and human struggle. Lightning cracks across the sky. A storm is coming, the air charged with fury, the wind howling as though the earth itself joins the battle. The rival tribe surges harder, their hunger overpowering their fear. Yet the egg remains in the leader's grip, cradled as though it is more than food, as though it is the heart of their tribe's future. Step by step, they descend into the gully, where the young ones wait with wet, terrified eyes. At last, the mother bird screams, wings flaring. She abandons the fight, swooping back toward her nest, desperate to protect what remains. The rival tribe falters, their attention divided between retreating beast and escaping prey. In the chaos, the leader's tribe seizes the chance. They vanish into the gully's shadows, carrying life with them. But the storm is not mercy. It breaks in full force, rain slashing down in sheets, thunder rolling like drums of the sky. Shelter must be found. The egg must be hidden, guarded, preserved. The struggle is not over. It has only shifted. Rain lashes down like spears, soaking fur and skin, turning the earth beneath their feet into sucking mud. The egg threatens to slip from their arms, slick and fragile, every step a gamble between triumph and destruction. Lightning splits the sky, illuminating their faces, wide eyes, clenched jaws, bodies trembling with exhaustion, yet bound together by unspoken determination. The storm howls, and in its roar the cries of the young echo like fragile sparks of hope. The tribe pushes into the shelter of a shallow cave carved into the hillside. Shadows swallow them as they huddle around the egg, their bodies forming a living wall against the storm outside. Water trickles down stone walls, dripping into puddles. But the egg rests safe on a bed of leaves, hastily gathered and layered by trembling hands. The leader, chest heaving, collapses beside it, fingers still pressed against the shell, as if his touch alone ensures survival. They are bruised, bloodied, and fewer than when the day began. The absence of the fallen is felt in every silence, every glance. Yet their sacrifice has meaning. The egg is more than sustenance. It is a victory carved out of chaos, a defiance against both predator and rival, storm and starvation. Around it, the tribe slowly breathes together, their shoulders touching hearts, sinking in rhythm. The storm rages beyond the cave mouth, but inside there is a fragile peace. At dawn, the rain softens. Pale light seeps into the cave, revealing the egg intact, unbroken, a shining promise in the dimness. One by one, the tribe rises. Children press close to it, eyes bright with awe, while the adults sharpen tools, weave new bindings from wet grass, prepare to continue. There is no celebration, only the quiet understanding that survival itself is their greatest triumph. As they share the first fragments of nourishment, a low hum rises, not song, not speech, but a vibration born from chest and throat, a sound of unity. It carries into the morning air a thread stitching them to the endless struggle of life. For a moment, hunger is eased, fear is stilled, and they are not merely survivors, but a people bound by firestorm and egg. Their journey will continue, but this night will live as myth, the night humans stole life from giants and endured.